Book 98, Obedience to Authority by Stanley Milgram. Would you hurt someone, possibly fatally, just because a man in a white lab coat told you to? This haunting question lies at the heart of Stanley Milgram's landmark 1974 book, Obedience to Authority, which documents one of the most disturbing psychological experiments ever conducted. In 1961 at Yale, Milgram set out to explore a chilling premise born in the aftermath of the Holocaust. Were ordinary people capable of committing atrocities simply by following orders? His method was deceptively simple. Participants believed they were delivering escalating electric shocks, 15 to 450 volts, to another person for each wrong answer on a memory test. The learner, unseen in another room, was an actor. The shocks were fake, but the stress and moral conflict were real. Despite cries of pain, screams, and eventual silence from the victim, 65% of participants delivered the maximum shock, and over 80% continued past the point where the learner begged to stop, all under pressure from an authoritative figure who calmly insisted, "The experiment requires that you continue." It is psychologically easy to ignore responsibility when one is only an intermediate link in a chain of action. Milgram's findings shattered the comforting belief that only evil people commit evil acts. Instead, he revealed how deeply context, authority, and social pressure can override conscience. This wasn't about sadism. The participants were ordinary people, teachers, salesmen, engineers, pushed by the force of obedience. He introduced the concept of the agentic state, a condition in which individuals see themselves not as moral actors, but as instruments executing someone else's will. The essence of obedience is that a person views himself as the instrument for carrying out another person's wishes. Ordinary people, simply doing their jobs, can become agents in a terrible destructive process. This is not just a book, it's a mirror. Milgram writes with scientific precision and moral urgency, revealing the fragile line between conscience and compliance. It doesn't condemn. It forces us to reflect. You'll never hear the words, "I was just following orders," the same way again.